I live in a 100-year-old log cabin in Alaska with no running water and no automatic heating. I do have a wood fireplace to keep warm. My biggest problem right now is buying wood. It's about $300 a cord and I just don't have the money to do that right now. I just quit my job of 3 years because it was just really toxic and not good for my mental health and I had to prioritize that. But when I do have wood, I have a lovely little wood fire that heats my cabin pretty well in about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, she doesn't stay warm after the fire's gone because of the insulation problems, but I've got a ton of really helpful comments, so I'm going to try out a couple of those ideas. All of the insulation consists of moss stuffed in between logs, with branches nailed in to keep everything in place. The floor is a slanting piece of plywood that doesn't hold very much heat, and all of the windows, since the cabin is over 100 years old, are all single pane, so heat just flies right up. I lived in this cabin when I was little from ages 3 to 8, and then I moved back in when I was 18, which was cute because everything kind of came full circle.
Karma is living in a log cabin that is over 100 years old. This means it's missing most of the modern comforts we're used to.
It's cute having this be my first house because my dad put in the floor downstairs and there's paintings on the ceiling of clouds that he did when I was younger. And I have a lot of really good memories here, so it's nice kind of making it into my own and kind of refurbishing it and giving it some more love. There are definitely things that I could do to better insulate the cabin, but I don't really have the money to right now considering I can't even buy wood. When my dad lived here when we were younger, he would put blankets in front of the windows or plug them up with foam blocks, but not having any sun in the wintertime would make me so depressed that I'd almost rather be cold than block out all the light from the windows. I also have space heaters that I run. They're just really expensive. It's about $5 a day, which really adds up. Also, for those of you scared for my well-being, I do live in southern Alaska, down on the Kenai Peninsula, so I'm right on the coast. And it is a lot warmer than interior Alaska, which is probably what you're thinking of. Interior Alaska, I'm pretty sure right now can get down to negative 40 in the wintertime. Where I'm at, it's only about, I think it's maybe 20 right now. So it is really cold, but it could be colder.
Even though Karma seems to be thriving in her cabin, some people thought she would get bored of it quickly.
This life will get old and she'll hate it. I am 19, I just moved into this cabin last summer, and I don't intend to live here my whole life. I travel a lot, I work in the summertime, and I'm starting nursing school in the fall. So for me right now, this is the ideal home base. I am really young, and a cabin is a lot of work, and there are a lot of things to take care of, but I feel really lucky. I only pay $275 in rent, and then I have to pay any electricity that's on top of that. So if I run a heater or anything like that. The outhouse isn't my favorite thing in the whole world, but it's really not that bad. I never have to worry about cleaning a bathroom, and I have a foam seat, so it's not even that cold. And I have a gorgeous view of a whole mountainside to look at every morning. So no, I don't plan to live here my whole life, but for right now, while I'm getting started, it's the perfect place.
We're so happy to see Karma thriving. In the comments, people loved her lifestyle, with one person saying, "Amazing. I love the fact that people are realising how little you need to survive and live a good life." While another said, "Yes, prioritise mental health over work. Such a hard thing to do, but you notice it once it's done. Living my dream life." As always, thanks for watching Happiest. If you like this video, then be sure to follow our other social pages for more. And if you have any of your own videos you'd like to share, be sure to send them in.